Hello guys, and welcome to another quick tutorial from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the watch strap on your Rolex watch. So today we have this vintage 1950s Rolex Oyster model, as you can see, with a very nice patina, and I want to switch the strap either to this leather strap or to the Nato strap. So I'm going to do both of the replacements so that you can check them out. I also have here a 1970s Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date, as you can see, that comes with the original bracelet. And then we have another watch, which is going to be this Invicta, where we have the option of removing the bracelet using this place right here. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well, since some other Rolex watches will have this option right here. Now, the first thing that you want to do when you start to work on your watches, to replace the straps, to change watch batteries, is to go and order the proper tools. Now, for today, we are going to use this pin remover. So we are going to use this spring bar tool. You can go with a more prestigious or more expensive one, but in case you are just starting out and you want to do this by yourself, you can start first with the basic one. And if you want to change some of the spring bars in case some of these break, you can order one of these boxes. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to all the tools, because you can order this and you can replace the spring bars on your watches once they break. Once, for example, maybe you lost one or you bought one that did not have any spring bars, so no pins right here, and you want to put it on a strap or on a Nato strap, on a bracelet, it doesn't matter. Now, also, I have the basic watchmaker toolkit right here in case you want to start replacing batteries, straps, adjusting the bracelets. This is going to be very useful, and also the watch press in case you need to press down the backs at the end. Now, for today's video, I'm going to use this very basic watchmaker tool, because when you want to replace the straps on your watches, this is the old strap that the watch came with, you can see if your watches have drilled lugs. So in this particular model, you can see we have these holes on both sides of the lugs, and that means that we have drilled lugs. This means that I can push the pins out very easily, as well as this model right here. As you can see on this 1970s Rolex model, we have drilled lugs on both sides. Now, when it comes to the Invicta Pro Divers, as you can see, it doesn't have any drilled lugs. So that is going to be the case for other, let's say, Rolex Submariner and other models out there, where you can actually have access to the spring bars on the back of the watch. So I'm going to show you how to do this as well. Now, I'm going to pick this up, and all I want to do is to gently push inside right here. Make sure to take your time to not apply too much pressure. You are going to feel the spring bar moving a little, and then you want to gently move the strap a little, and it is going to come off, as you can see right here. Here we have the spring bar. I'm not quite sure if this is, let's say, a Rolex spring bar or not. I am not familiar whether they are stamped or not, but I'm going to use the same ones, and I'm going to remove the other side as well. I'm going to apply the same process. I'm going to push it, move it a little, and the strap is going to come off. Now I'm going to, as I mentioned, use this spring bar right here. As you can see, the strap used to have a quick release system, but that was removed. Maybe it broke, and as you can see, this is an older spring bar, so maybe I'm going to replace this one with a brand new one, because the other one seems to be in very good condition. Now I'm going to take this strap out, because as you can see, it has been used quite a lot, and I want to have my watch on a brand new strap. Now, before you install the new strap, you can also clean the watch here in case you use, let's say, a leather strap or a Nato strap, because you want to do all the cleaning before. So I'm going to also do that, and then we are going to continue. So now I clean the lugs a little. As you can see here, we have the serial number for this particular model. And now what I want to do, since I only have one lug, is to find another one that has the same dimension. So what I want to do is to open this box right here. So now what I want to do is to use this spring bar that the watch already had, and I'm going to measure and compare these and see which one is the closest. So for example, I believe that this one is almost identical. So I'm going to pick one from here, and I'm going to remember the third compartment. And if not, I'm going to try to use this one. I'm going to leave these here, and we are going to try to use this one in order to see if it fits. So now what we are going to do is to test this spring bar to see if it is the correct size. And also first I'm going to put the watch on the NATO strap. So let's try and do this. I'm going to position my spring bar inside one of the holes, hold it with my non-dominant hand, and then I'm going to take the spring bar tool remover that has two teeth on the other end, and I'm going to grab the other tip of the spring bar, and I'm going to push it inside in between the lugs until I get inside the second hole. So this is going to be the spring bar at 6 o'clock, and I'm going to use the original spring bar that the watch came with. Once again, I'm not sure whether this is Rolex or not, but as you can see, now we have the spring bars inside. Now the first and easiest way when you have the spring bars just like this is to put the watch on a NATO strap. The lug distance is, I believe, 16 millimeters, but I have an 18 millimeter strap because I really like this color and I want to test it out. This is from my khaki field watch. So let's see how it goes. Usually what you want to do is to start with the long part at 12 o'clock, then go in between the case and the spring bar, and then go past the 6 o'clock. Then you want to make sure to push the watch a little bit upwards, go with the long part inside the loop, and now we have the Rolex on a NATO strap. Let's also throw it on the wrist and see how it looks. So this is how this 1950s Rolex watch looks on a NATO strap. As you can see, very military, very, let's say, trench looking watch. And now what I want to do is to remove the NATO strap, and I'm going to try to place it on the leather strap as well so that we can see how it looks. Now I'm also going to show you how it looks when you have the quick release system. So this is my Timex Marlin chronograph, and as you can see, you can easily remove these straps. Then you can place the spring bar on one end, grab this part, and then you need to also hear that click, and voila, the strap is on. Now in case you do not have drilled lugs, what you want to do is to go in between the strap and the lug, so the metallic part of the watch, grab the tip of the spring bar and then push it inwards, just like that, and you are going to remove it. I'm going to also remove it on this end as well, but this time I'm going to put it onto the table so that the spring bar doesn't jump around. I'm going to take this brand new leather strap. I have to order maybe something more interesting and more premium for this particular model, but for the purpose of this tutorial, that is all that I had around. So I'm going to use this part of the spring bar tool in order to loosen or to widen a little the brand new leather strap in order for the spring bars to get inside more easily. And now what you want to do with the leather strap is to place the buckle at 12 o'clock, just like this, and also make sure that the buckle is facing the right way, so you don't put it the other way around. Now we're going to repeat the same process that we previously did. So I'm going to put the watch strap inside, so the spring bar inside the first hole, and then I'm going to push it on the other end, make sure to secure it to make sure that it is in its place. And then we are going to apply the same principle at 6 o'clock, just like that. Good. And now we have the watch, and I believe this one looks better on this particular strap. It makes the dial pop out even more. So let's throw it on the wrist as well. So it seems that this particular strap is a little bit big for my wrist, so I need to take a few extra holes. So to make a few extra holes here, but I'm going to be left with bigger part right there, but nonetheless, this is how the watch looks on this leather strap. So I really like the look of it, but I'm going to order a different one. Now, this was the example that I had for you today on how to replace the strap, how to put it on a Nato strap. And for example, when we have the bracelet here, you are going to do the same process because we have the drilled lugs. Now, when you do not have the drilled lugs, as I have shown you in my Invicta Pro Diver, I'm going to open the buckle a little so that I can actually show you the back. When you do not have the drilled lugs and you have a bracelet, what you want to do with this particular tool is to go in between, as I mentioned, the bracelet and the case, and try to remove the strap. Now, there are going to be some more advanced watchmaker tools that are going to actually grip both of these spring bars at the same time, and they are going to pull both of them inside at the same time, so it's going to be more easy. But for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove this as well. So I'm going to push the spring bar inward. You can actually see that it has gotten outside of its hole, and now I'm going to pull it a little bit outward. I can do the same thing on the other end as well in case I want to. Just like that, and I'm going to pull it out. So now I'm going to be left with these three pieces, because if I pull out the spring bar, you will see that this extra metallic part that actually integrates the bracelet is also going to come loose. So when you put them together, what you want to do is to hold them just like this, take the spring bar and put it right here. So you want to go inside both holes, and I'm going to also put it back so that you can see how it's done. So what I want to do is to push the spring bar a little bit more on one side so that I can get inside the hole. Then I'm going to get closer to the watch with the bracelet, and I'm going to push a little the bracelet, and I'm going to push the spring inside, push it, and I'm going to move it a little until I hear that click and I feel it also, and now the bracelet is secure. Now I'm also going to do the micro adjustment so that the watch is put back together fully, just like that. Once again, the same principle is going to apply. You do not need to remove this let's say micro adjustment pin, because I only did this so that you can see it better on the video, so for educational purposes, let's say. And now, as you can see, the watch closes and we have the bracelet and the micro adjustment in place. So guys, that was the quick tutorial that I had for you today. You now know how to replace the strap or the bracelet on your Rolex watch. I have shown you how to also put the watch on a Nato strap in case that is something that you want to do. Nonetheless, it is going to be a very useful skill in order to know how to do it on your other watches in case you want to do that. Once again, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to all the tools that I have been using throughout the video and that I normally use, so the basic watchmaker tool. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel. It really helps the channel grow. I would love to see you guys around. Make sure to leave a comment, let me know what you would like to see next, if you found this video useful, and until next time, guys, all the best. And also, if you are into vintage watches, make sure to check out our website vintageradar.com, because we have thousands of vintage watches for sale. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to see you on the next one.